Hey everyone, it is Andrea, and today I am coming at you with a plan with me for the week of January 8th through the 14th. And I am using this gorgeous, I don't remember what the kit's called actually, but it'll be in the title, but it's a rainy day of sorts set. And whenever I was planning out the base, I just kept saying, let the rain fall down, blah, 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 let it wash away. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking in case you wanted to know. But this week I thought that the foil, the right option was lavender hollow mixed with regular hollow. And I did use I think it's the sparkle foil bundle from my shop. In the mixed metal, I thought it looked really, really cute. And I also went ahead and pulled in overlays from Planet Hannah in lavender hollow and regular hollow in the weather pattern. I think it looks really, really cute. And I am color blocking this week, which I believe I also did last week. I feel like whenever I have weeks that the days are like only 2 boxes, it's a little less intimidating to color block. So I've been kind of excited for my boring weeks because I can color block and not like actually worry about it. And yeah, I am overall really excited with the way that this spread turned out, and I am excited to go ahead and jump right on in. Okay, first things first, I need my scissors. So first things first is I do have, I messed up, but that's okay. I did go ahead and add to my like custom multi numbers, which is like a fun idea, and also a little January in lavender hollow, but I already had the numbers on there, so it's all good. NBD. I just wasn't thinking, I guess. So first things first, on Monday, this was like a week of like the week of the turnaround for me, because I had been tired for forever. Let's just marinate on it for a second. I'll tell you the story. Also, I feel like I cut this. I did like a little reel, and I like cut this so like rough because I was trying to like not get my face in the reel, and it looks as rough as it was. Anyways, so I went on the good old depression medication last year at some point. I don't really remember when. This is besides the point. So I went ahead and did that, and then I kind of was having some hard, stressful times. I was like, maybe I need to like up my dosage of said medication. So I went ahead and did that in I think it was the end of November, and I was really, 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 really tired, which was a symptom initially of my medication in the first place, right? So I was like, okay, it's a side effect. Changing doses, I went from 50 to 100. I was like, all right, I'm gonna just stick it out because it's probably just gonna go away. But I'm telling you, y'all, it was debilitating. I had never felt this tired in my actual entire life. I just was struggling all the time with like, I woke up and I felt like I wanted to go back to sleep. Like I felt like even like after being awake for like an hour, I felt like I hadn't slept for like forever. And everyone, like I kept telling everyone like, I'm so tired. And I think people were starting to get a little annoyed. I mean, the thing is like, I know they weren't, but I had that feeling on the inside. I'm like, no one actually gets how tired I am. So it was like 6 weeks of this, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna like talk to my doctor because I feel like this is kind of wild and crazy. So my doctor's like, yeah, like, do you think it was like you're tired before the switch? And I was like, not really, like maybe, but like that's like regular life tired, right? And they're like, okay, let's try and do 75 instead of 100. I was at 50 before, right? So I was like, okay, like, I don't know what, like, I'm gonna draw you a picture. Okay. This is just the wild part. All right. This is the pill size. Okay. This is 75%. So I've been cutting this much off until I get like my actual medicine like into mail. And I literally, like, my life has changed. Like, I feel like a normal person again. I am, like, raring to go. But it's been, like, 6 or 8 weeks. No, it's just been 6. It's felt longer. Maybe it's been 7. But anyways, it's been too long. And I feel like a new person again. So this was the week my life turned around. And I stopped feeling like I was just perpetually beyond exhausted. And I just wish that, like, somebody could feel the way I felt, because I was just like, it was not a fun time. So anyways, that's my journey. But this week things got better towards the end of the week, and I was very, very happy about it. It was literally like 2 or 3 days afterwards, or maybe even like 2. I was like, guys, I'm awake. I'm alive. I'm here. It's wild. So I'm much happier because I feel like I'm not struggling all day to stay awake. So, but it's just crazy, like, how a little tiny bit just really changes everything. So, this day I went to Target in the morning, and then I went to HEB with Nick because it was Monday, it's grocery day, and then I had my eyelash appointment, which I was so tired. I was, like, trying so hard not to fall asleep, but I'm pretty sure I fell asleep, like, multiple times. I did not retain any information of the book I was reading or listening to. Nope, none of it. I got none of it. It all just, like, went in one ear, went out the other. Then I went to Hobby Lobby to get flowers because, like, I need to wake up, so I need to get out and about. And I went to Taco Bell, and I was, like, kind of, like, sussed / annoyed because I don't remember what time it is, but it was, like, the time for, like, happy hour or whatever for $1 drinks. And I was like, oh, can I get, like, a Baja Blast Freeze? Because I was, like, really craving one. I was like, all right, let's get some sugar in me. Let's, like, get rocking and rolling, etc., etc. And they were like, okay, and they put it in, and, like, well, first they were like, they don't have the, what's it called? The freeze. They only had blue, which I was like, all right, I'll try it. It was gross. I threw it away. But they put it in as the, like, $3 or whatever. And I'm like, isn't it happy hour? And they're like, oh, yeah. And, like, changed it. And I'm like, this seems like a scam. This seems like a scam. So I was, like, kind of annoyed and sussed about that. And I just feel like Taco Bell pees me out, because I feel like their thing, it's like the McDonald's, like, soft serve or whatever, ice cream. It's always broken or always off. And I'm like, why? Why? I know why. It's, like, some kind of, like, I, like, looked it up, but, like, it still just annoys me. So then I went ahead and just hung out with the fam this evening, you know, just chilling like a villain. And then in the PM, I took a bath and read and just vibed. And then on the good old Tuesday, I did clean up that, I did most of it. I'm going to take all the credit for it. I cleaned up the outside decor. Nick, like, helped me for, like, 1 whole minute. And honestly, it's probably better off that way, if I'm being honest with you, because I don't know. Nick's, like, a good help, but he's not, like, a good help. Does that make sense? Like, if I can sit there and, like, delegate tasks to him, he's a good help. But, like, sometimes, like, that is not, like, I could just do them myself faster than having to explain how to do it or, like, what I want done. So he, like, brought me a ladder and then, like, put the cords in a pile. I don't know. So I was just, like, in a cleaning mode. And we also cleaned up the inside of the house on the weekend. We still haven't cleaned up the tree in our room. That's, like, the one thing that's just, like, still there. So we did clean it up. So I'm going to use a Frosty sticker from the characters. As far as other stickers go, they're going to be either from the foil bundle. These are Scribblers from my shop. And then this is from Teddy Plans, I believe it's called. You could get, like, custom fans, which is super cute. And then that's from the doodle sheet. I have, like, a tripod here and I don't feel like moving it, but it's, like, here. Is it a tripod? I don't know. Like a stand that holds a phone. I guess that'd be a tripod stuff. I don't really know. Anyways, clean up the outside decor, and I think that looks really, really cute. Also, I didn't mention that my scripts are all from Hannah. It's custom multi, and they're in font 10. I'm trying to be better at remembering the font names. So it's a journey, and you're here with me on it. Then Nick and I decided we're going to Costco, which we're actually going to Costco today as well, because I feel like once you go to Costco one time, you just, like, you wouldn't remember why Costco is so good. And personally for me, like, I just feel like there's so much good stuff at Costco. Like, steals and deals. I have a Costco. Let me tell you my Costco shopping list for today. We went to Nick just texted me something funny. Theo's just so cute. He just like really cracks me up. But today's Costco shopping list, black sweatpants. Cause I got these gray sweatpants the other time I went there. They're like literally my favorite thing in the whole world. They're like my house sweatpants. I literally just like wear them every day and just like change out of them if I leave the house. And then, smoothies for the kids. So basically like they have these fruit and veggie, like applesauce pouches, but they're like not refrigerated, which is nice. So we're gonna get more of those. And then I love their like, they have these like, it's like a Starbucks dupe breakfast sandwich, but it's like $2 basically. You put it in the air fryer, and I swear it's better than the Starbucks one. It's like the croissant top with like bacon on it. If you know Starbucks sandwiches, that it's a good one. We're gonna get croissants because basically we could buy double the croissants for the same price as H-E-B, and like Theo really wanted croissants, and we're gonna eat our sandwiches for the rest of the week on croissants. And then they have like the Korean corn dogs that have like the potatoes on the outside, and they are bussin'. They're like so good. Even Hannah had one last night and she ate another one. Like they are so good. So we're gonna get like 4 bags of them, and they're like a good price. They're like, for 8 of them it's like $12, which for like, you could eat 2 of them and be satiated. That's like $3 for a meal. That's wild. That's wild and crazy. And my kids loved them. And they were really good. And then also Diet Coke and regular Coke. And then Nick's like looking for all kinds of weird stuff. I don't really know, but I just love Costco. Okay? And I like Costco pizza. It's hot and fresh and like $1.95. And I also love that near the food court, they have a 25-cent water bottle thing. I feel like that just seems like it makes sense. That's all. But to this day, we went to Costco technically 3 times. We didn't like go there 3 times, but we like went in to eat, and then we like had to rope around and then get our stuff. And then we realized on the way out that they had, I'm just going to cut off the ×3 because it doesn't fit. Then we went back in because there was like a sign by the exit that said diapers were like $10 off. Which basically their diaper deal, I've had 3 kids, so I've went through my fair share of diapers. The diaper deal is like on regular, like there's no deal on diapers at Costco, is like very similar to the like if you get diapers at Target and pay the 5% on like the debit card like off, and then you have like one of the like $10 or $20, whatever the like get with gift card, whatever. It's very similar, but they had like a more intense deal. Also, we got a really good deal on nut-free granola bars for Bennett. Like they're the made good ones, but the basically for the little packs of like circle like ones, it was like basically almost the same price to buy 24-pack as like a 6-pack at Target. And I was like, oh my god, so what a deal. I love Costco. When you know I'm getting old and I have like a bazillion kids, because I'm like, we're going and getting 16 bags of corn dogs. Just the way they cook these crumbling. And Hannah liked them. And Hannah's like the pickiest eater. Not exactly that I know, but like she's pretty up there on the picky eater scale, and she liked them. So it was really good. I made like a special little like mayo dip, like a mayo garlic lemon dip, and then I also took like ketchup and put like the chili crunch and like mixed it, and oh my god, I want to eat one right now. Anyways, I love Costco. I want to get like a Costco like crew neck. Just love it, Costco. Can you tell I'm caffeinated? And I'm like living my best life. So I got my caffeinated drink and then my water. This is a Yeti because I'm supporting a local business. And but I also got my Stanley. Alright. I'm just like, can you tell the difference in my energy level? It's like honestly insane. Nice. Costco. So fun. We're going to Costco today. I was going to wait and go next week with Hannah, but like we need too many things. I need my breakfast sandwiches. I haven't had one in like 3 days. So then I started decluttering this day. I was decluttering my closet of doom because it was getting a little doomy again. And some of my like planner stuff. I was like, I kind of like low key had been going through like different, like I go through like an album every time. I was like, all right, I got like 15 minutes. I can't get like much done in this time. So like I'm just going to declutter like an album real quick. But I went through like a hardcore declutter this day. Like the hardest course declutter that there ever was. So decluttered, cleaned out my closet of doom. And then I did take a little batharoni this day. So we're going to go ahead and stick that in. Okay. With a little heart. Oh, there it is, path. I love this one. It's so cute. I've never used it before, but I'm trying to switch up my fonts this year. Instead of just using font 2 every week, I'm trying to, diversify my selection of things. And then I went ahead and started a book this day. So I went ahead and started Hidden Pictures. I don't know, that's my action coming out. So I started it this day, and basically me and Hannah have this deal, and now Nick's on the deal for this year as well. He's so funny. He has a Goodreads if anyone wants to follow him. Just like look through the people I follow, but Nick's so funny because he has literally like 6 books he's currently reading, but that's just like the most Nick thing, like the most Nick personality trait is having 6 books he's currently reading. But anyways, so last year we decided kind of like towards the end of the year that me and Hannah were going to read each other's like favorite book of the year. But I had like caveats that like I can't read anything about like babies, D-I or D-Y-I-N-G. I just can't do it. Or like children. I just can't do it. This book had a like kind of like something that like triggers me a little bit, but it's kind of more at the end, so it wasn't like as bad as if the book had that theme. If you want to know what the theme is, because it kind of like gives it away, let me know. But also like if you find out the theme, then it's kind of like spoils the whole book. If you know, you know. But that theme is a little bit triggering for me, but I think because it was at the end, it wasn't like I had to like read all about it. But anyways, I started it this day. It was a really good book. Hannah's like, oh, I'm like so surprised that you rated it so highly. But whenever I read books and I watch movies, for the most part, I am trying to be like, I am the Academy. I am not like myself. I am like trying to like look at it as a more high level, like, is it a good book versus like, did I enjoy it? So, I mean, I was not like mad about reading it. I made her read Fourth Wing. She rated it a 3.5. Whatever, fair. Fair as in she doesn't like fantasy, so it's like understandable. But she said like, she was like, yeah, it was like good. Which I mean, it's Fourth Wing. Like, if you don't like it, like, if you say it's bad, it's really not bad. It's not. It's objectively not. But like this Hidden Pictures, it was objectively not bad. Do I want to read more like thriller horror? No. Was I spooked through every corner? Yes. But did I read it in 2 days? Also yes. But also I think I was coming off of Iron Flame, which has literally like Bible paper thickness, and also the font's like small. So like I'm reading, it's like is it 800 pages or 600 pages? My stomach's growling. I think it might be 600, but also it might be 800. I think it's 800 pages long, and the paper is so thin that whenever I was reading Hidden Pictures, I was like literally like trying to like pull the pages apart because I was like, oh, there's got to be a page in between here. No, the pages are just thick. Oh, it's 624 pages. It seems like a lie, and like the pages of Hidden Pictures were like thick, and like the font was huge compared to what I was reading. So I was like flying through it. I felt like I was on a marathon, like in first place. So anyways, that's that. But overall, I gave the book a 4.5 because I just like the spookiness of it was spooky. It wasn't like the most amazing thing I ever read, but I was like, I didn't expect the ending. I was entertained. There was not like a lully boring parts or anything. So overall, do I want to read another one? No, not really. Don't want to. So there's that. But next year, Nick's joining in on us, and he's going to make us read his favorite read. And it's funny because he keeps being like, I might make you guys read this book. And I'm like, Nick, you literally just like, you've read like 3 books this year. Like, chill out. You never know what's going to be, like, coming along. That might be better. He's reading or read. I don't know if he finished it. He's, like, listening to it. He thinks that audiobooks don't count as reading for his own goals, but he doesn't, like, is it not patronize me? Maybe? I don't know. He's not like, oh, you're, like, not reading books because you listen to an audiobook. I'm like, Nick, let me tell you, if I'm listening to a 36-hour audiobook, you bet your bottom dollar that it counts. Anyways, but he's listening to this one that's, like, about, like, I don't know if it's, like, about near-death experiences or, like, you know, like, you die and, like, come back. I don't know. He's like, maybe I'll make you guys read this one. And I'm like, okay. All right. And there's, like, parts about, like, psychics. I don't really know. Nick reads weird stuff. Really weird stuff. But who knows? Anyways, Wednesday was girls' day. And then we went to H-E-B. I don't remember what we needed. But we went for some kind of reason. And I don't really remember why. Probably for, like, 2 things. That's, like, usually the situation. So Nick tagged along on the girls' day shenanigans because he realized at some point in his life that we are cool and he is hanging out with the cool kids. This is, like, too big for this, but we're just gonna pretend it's not. Then we went to the good old Monument for lunch, which was my suggestion. I've actually picked food many days now. This week we went to Soup Leaf. Soup Leaf is so good, and it's, like, 3 degrees out. Well, it was, like, 15 yesterday, and then, I don't have my watch on. It was, like, 15, like, and whatever, and then today it's, like, 43 with a high of 71. It was literally, like, the kids had a 2-hour delay on Tuesday. I don't really get it. Texas is so annoying. Anyways, we went to Monument. I really wanted a burger. So we went there. I really like Monument's burgers, oddly, even though it's, like, known for their, like, breakfast food. But their burgers are so awesome. And their fries, and then their onion rings, and I didn't even realize they had ranch, but they have ranch, and it's so good. And this day, like, whenever I was younger, I was, like, my, like, job, like, all through high school was I was, like, either a waitress or a hostess, or I did other things. I had a lot of jobs. But those were, like, my main, like, I did them, and I did them a long time. So I, like, kind of, like, as a waitress know, like, what's annoying. And Hannah thinks, like, everything that she's gonna ask is annoying. So she doesn't ever want to be annoying. So she won't ever ask for anything. But I'm like, literally what you're asking is not annoying. So this day it was so funny because she's like, yeah, I don't know. But then, like, the waitress, like, spilled water all over her phone. And she's like, you can ask for it. I don't even care. And I was like, either way, it's not an annoying request because it's quite easy. It's always just, like, simple stuff. And I'm like, I know it's actually annoying. And that's not annoying. So anyways, that was that. We also went to the bookstore after. I think I bought, like, it was, like, a small bookstore, like a one of, like, independently owned bookstore. And I bought a book, and I saw it later at Walmart for, like, it was, like, a sprayed edge. So I was like, ooh, this is, like, fancy. I went to Walmart. They had this sprayed edge for, like, $12 cheaper. And I was like, I'm supporting local business. I'm supporting local businesses. But it hurt my heart because that was expensive. Then, I'm not going to put this in this because that just seems kind of wild. I made a cake, which I literally just made a box mix cake, but I feel like we're going to throw it in there. I also think we went to Walmart. For what? I don't really remember. I was kind of like, honestly, this day was a little hard for me because I just really was struggling on the struggle bus of I was just very tired and, like, really not doing well, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, you know, I was thinking I could take this ×3 because it's still something I kind of want to remember because it was, like, funny because me and Nick were LOLing about it. And we kept, like, making jokes with, like, the lady checking the things and put in the ×3 on the shopping cart just for memes. So I made a cake, but yeah, I was, like, struggling. So I was like, I just didn't even want to play board games, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. And I texted Hannah later this night, and I think I probably, like, scared her. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Confidently that I did. And I was like, yeah, like, I don't know. I'm, like, struggling. Like, maybe we just, like, don't do girls' night anymore. We just do girls' day until I'm like feeling better. Because at this point I was like, maybe it's just still like a side effect. And Hannah's like, maybe you should like talk to your doctor. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. So this day I did decide to like, or it was like the next day I decided to like actually talk to my doctor. I don't really remember, but it was one or the other. And then I was like, okay, that's that. So, anyways, I made the cake and then we went to Walmart. But I was like, yeah, I don't know. Like maybe we just do like girls' day because I'm just like struggling. Like I feel bad like making you drive all the way over here to basically, just do like one game in the PM, like to stay like through the kids and stuff. Like it's a whole complicated in my brain thing that I kind of just like felt bad for like making her stay to then just play like one game at night. So I was like, maybe we just do girls' day, and then like once I like feel better, we like switch it. I don't know. And she was like, yeah, obviously like whatever, but and then this week we ended up having, well, we did end like a little bit earlier. It was like 10:20, but it was like if we would started anything new, it would have been kind of like lately, and I kind of wanted to like eventually go to sleep. But then I ended up staying up like this current Wednesday. I stayed up because my stomach really hurt because of my period, and it just like leads to other things. So anyways, we did have a game night. We did play Role Player. I believe we played it with like all of the expansions that Hannah had. I think I prefer it honestly like by itself. I do think like some of the expansions do have Role Player is a really really fun game. It's one of the games that Hannah owns that I would consider getting just so like me and Nick could play together. But I feel like the expansions, the two that we added to it, I think that I only liked like slight parts of them, that so much that I wouldn't buy them. But I think it's fun that they have different like characters, even though the characters really like don't do a whole lot different, like change the game. It's just fun aesthetically. But I think I would get Role Player for sure. I put it on my wishy list. So that was that. And we also played Taverns, which we played again with all the expansions, and it was horrible. I don't even want to play Taverns like anymore. I'm like done with it. Another game, I don't think the expansions are worth it. That one, like the most not worth it. Then on a Thursday, I had an appointment this morning, which was like, I don't like want to talk about it. I'm trying to think. But it was just like emotionally draining for me. Nothing like bad is going on, and it's like one of those like emotionally draining, but it like leads to better things, if that makes sense. Like it's a positive emotionally draining. So it was like good. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. So I'm just going to put in a crying sticker because I cried. Also, my period coming probably didn't like help any of the situation. So I'm going to go ahead and put in appointment. Also, the fact that the appointment was like midday also kind of stressed me out because appointments just I'm not like good at them. I get really anxious about them. So I think like it being midday also, like my nerves were just kind of shot. And then on the way home, I was like, Nick, I need a Happy Meal. I'm so stressed out and tired. So we went and got Happy Meals I got a Happy Meal. So, yep. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And a Happy Meal was what I needed. So I went and got one. Then afterwards, I did take a nice, long 3-hour nap. Because that's just the life I was living at this point. And it was wild. I did like feel a little bit more rejuvenated. But I'm letting y'all know, like I was drinking like energy drinks and all kinds of stuff, and I was still feeling tired. Like there was no relief. Maybe like a 30-minute relief, but I would honestly say not really even. It was a lot. So I did take like a 3-hour nap. I was like, Nick, don't wake me up. I'm just gonna sleep as long as I can. 3-hour nap. And then afterwards, I just like was with the kids, obviously. And then I worked in bed. Because the other thing was I was getting like behind on work because, well, one, holidays, but two, I was getting behind on work because, maybe switch up these colors. Maybe I'll do one of these. I was just so tired. It was hard to like even concentrate. And I've been like honestly killing it. I'm gonna toot my own dang horn. Now that I'm like back in business, but I was working in bed and I was watching the like Gypsy Rose, special thing on the TV, on the Netflix, which has been very interesting. I didn't finish it. I think I watched like 2 episodes or 3 episodes this evening. Oh, I made that a big one. I could probably still cut it. Yeah, I'll probably still cut this. I also don't have the sticker for the next thing, but that's okay. Gypsy. I don't think Rose is going to all fit, because I had planned on putting this in like a different box, but it's all good. I'm just going to put Row. Gypsy Rose. I feel so bad for her. Ugh, okay. Gypsy Rose, and then I stayed up this night and finished Hidden Pictures. Hidden Pictures. So I'm going to stick that in there, and like I said, I don't have I don't know, I feel like it's like, it fits, but it doesn't ship. Does that make sense? Like, it's like, I don't know, it's a little bit big, but I feel like this is a little bit small. Ooh, what about this one? That's perfect. I feel like it's kind of the same thing, but in my head it's not. So I'm just going to put this finish sticker in, and then I will put in the like picture, like the little book sticker I've been making, like these little teeny tinies to stick in there then. Also I put it on the wrong side. Is it fixable? Maybe. The precision. I feel like using undo on foiled stickers is a little not ideal, but so I try and do that. All right, finish, and I'll put the sticker next to it. I finished it, and then on Friday, I was kind of just unmotivated and tired this day, which is just kind of the all around vibe. So I'm actually just going to use, because I think it's cute, these like this rain washi strip. I feel like it kind of just works, and I have an unmotivated sticker. Nick went to work this day, so I was just also kind of like, I miss Nick. I wish he was home. I'm bored. I'm motivated to do anything. I did go ahead and go to Target. I also did Theo's laundry, but I went to Target for crafts for the weekend to keep the kids entertained, because it was a 3-day weekend. So I got some painting crafts to do. Trying to be a little bit more proactive on getting things to keep everybody entertained. I don't know. Yeah, I got Target here. And then afterwards, I did decide, I was like, I don't really have the like brain capacity to, what's it called? I don't really have the brain capacity to like do anything. But I have the brain capacity to make cinnamon rolls, because I was planning on making them the next day, but I was like, you know what? I'm just like in the mood to like do it today. So honestly, it's a might as well type situation. So I wanted to make cinnamon rolls from scratch. So I followed this recipe. I think they turned out pretty good for like my first ever cinnamon roll. Like, I was pretty happy with them. So I actually do want to like get out an actual like cinnamon roll sticker, because I feel like it's like one of the occasions that like a little stand mixer is not going to cut it. I will say the tres leches I made the week before was a little bit more rough, like as far as like time intensive, but the cinnamon rolls wasn't too bad. I could do it pretty quickly, and, you know, as quickly as the time would allow. But I have this in like a tall, which is fine, I think. Cindy buns. Made those. And then I just kind of like hung out with the kidders. So for that, I'm just going to use this last big little thing for hanging out with the kids. Use a with kids sticker. And then for the icon, probably just use the little house. It's cute. Then I texted Hannah and I was like, hey, what you doing? because basically we were planning the next day to have a 4-player game night because Tony was in Puerto Rico, so we like could play some 4-player games. So we were like, all right, let's take advantage of the situation. And then I was like, oh, I made these cinnamon rolls. I feel like they'll be best day of. So I was like, man, I'll just ask if Hannah wants to come over today because her schedule, she's a busy gal, but she's very, very, very flexible. So we did have a little 4-player game night. So for that, I am going to go into here and see. I think this has the game stickers. I'm like running out. Let's do the little shield on here for game night, which we had fun. I don't remember what we played necessarily. Oh, it was like a very chill night, which I actually needed because I still, like I said, was very tired. Let me look up and see. I do have a board game Instagram if you're interested. Let's see what we played. I also have like an app that we track all of our plays in. We played Turf War, which the boys had never played. Tony actually played that with us one time. Whenever I think Nick and Chris were away. Like he brought his kids over and we all played Turf War. So the other two got to play it this night. And then we played this like party game called the best friend game. We like played in all of the pairs. So everyone like, we all were each other's best friend at some point. Me and Nick won when it was, did we? Me and Nick? I thought Chris and Hannah won. And then me and Hannah won. And then, oh no, it's supposed to be me and Chris won. Chris and Hannah won. And then me and Hannah won. So played that. We also played Fit to Print, which Chris really likes and Nick picked out because he knows Chris likes, and it was really fun. And then we played Dice Veggies, which I picked out, and then we played Your Best Life, which kind of, I don't know if Hannah or Nick picked that one out, but it was a fun time. A nice little, like, relaxing, like, funny, like, we were LOLing game night. Then on Saturday, we were just like hanging out with the fam, basically, kind of a chill day. It was a pretty good day for the most part. So we loved to see it. It was pretty relaxing, hanging out, chilling. This actually matches this pretty good, right? I like it with fam. Then I was adulting. So I was just doing like random things I needed to do, like I was working a little bit, I was meal planning, I was cleaning, I was just doing the do, probably with at some point headphones on, so we're just gonna use the headphone sticker. I do my best to work with headphones on, if I'm being honest. Adulting. Then if we move down to Saturday, this night we had a make your own pizza night, which was really fun. We had it both with the kids, which I think they want to do it as like a Saturday thing now, which I am fine with. They all ate everything, which was nice. So basically I get like the little pre-made crusts from HEB and like pizza toppings, and they all make their own pizza. And we did it also with Chris and Hannah as well, and it was a hit. So we did that. And then we had a game night, another 4-player game night. We again just played. Oh no, I didn't put in Saturday's games, so I must have just not imported those. So I'll have to go back and import those because I don't really remember what we played. Oh, they're in here. We played Role Player. Why did I put these in with? This one? We played Role Player. We played, which was fun. We played Christmas Lights, which Nick really wanted to play. It's a really fun, like, card game that everyone actually also enjoys. And then we also played this game called Dungeon Mayhem. And we ended up playing a bunch of rounds of it because it was so fun. I think Nick got it like for Christmas. Like we had like, they have like different size packs, and each pack, like the small pack has like 4 characters in it. They also have a Marvel version, and then they have like a D&D version, and you basically like pick your character and they have their own specific deck, and then you're just battling. So you're like trying to decrease everybody else's health, heal your own health, and there's other like special powers. So basically Nick for Christmas got like more characters. The box is so nice. It's just like the organization of it. I just kept talking about it. Like I was just so happy with how organized it was. And also this night I started feeling like much better about like everything, because it had been a couple days of me switching meds. So that was so fun. We were having a blast. We ended up playing a bunch of rounds of it, because basically it was like one of those things where like, oh, are we going to pull out like another big game, or are we just going to keep playing this? Because we were all having so much fun. Like the one time Hannah like knocked Chris out, and it was so funny. And then there was this one time where I knocked out 2 people in one turn, which is also just wild. We were having an actual blast. It was just so good. And then I did end up reading a book this night, and it was This Winter by, which I think is Alice Osman or something. It's a Heartstopper novella, and I just read it. It was like really quick. I'm going to just put the book sticker there whenever I have it. And it was so cute. I just love Heartstopper. I just think it's such a cute little series, and I'm so sad that it's going to be ending soon. But I feel like it's one that I'll pick up every couple of years and reread again, because it just makes me feel so happy. So that was that. And then on Sunday, this morning, this was like the second reschedule of Christmas with Amanda and Andy. So basically, like just things kept coming up between like the two of us. Like it was just the things. I'm going to use the whole Ralphie sticker because I feel like the colors match. But we had our little Christmas exchange. I made French toast. It was really cute. And the kids had a lot of fun. Amanda got me this Reputation hoodie, which I am obsessed with. It was overall a good time. Got to hang out and talk to them. The kids just played and did whatever. Then I decided, well, I already had pre-decided this, but it was Nick's dad's birthday the next week. So I was like, oh, do you guys want to do his birthday this weekend, or do you want to do it next weekend? Because it was it's in the middle of the week, and they were like, oh, we could just do it this day. So I went ahead and just made him a cake. I did a box cake mix of yellow cake with chocolate icing, and I did it 2-layered, which I feel like made the cake less dry because of the thickness of it, if that makes sense. So I might just start doing cakes like that from now on, and then doing a frosting layer in the middle, because I always have extra frosting left over anyways. So I feel like it turned out quite good, especially for a box mix. Everyone was like, this is really tasty. Did you make this from scratch? And I was like, no. And no, my friend. I did not do that. So I'm going to do a little Chef Andrea sticker, because why not? So I just went ahead and made the cake. And then my in-laws came over to celebrate my father-in-law's birthday, but also they always usually come over at least once during the weekend to see the kidders. So let's go ahead and put that in with a bigger box. I don't remember what I made this night, if I'm being honest with you. It was only a couple days ago. I'm trying to find my family picture there. What did I make? I made, what's it called? Pork in the slow cooker, and then Mexican rice. And I will admit, I feel like the last time I made the pork, it's a different recipe, but it was better. So I'm going to just use that recipe from now on. But the pork that I made last time was technically in a make your own Cubans recipe. And then I saved the rest of the pork this night. And then I think they're called arepas. I don't remember. They're made with corn flour type stuff. And then you patty, you put cheese in them, and then you put them in the pan. I made those the next day. And then when I reheated the meat, I added lime, and then I seared it so it had more crunchy bits. And then I also did fried pineapple, and we ate it on top of those, and it was so good. Like, with cheese as well. Oh my God. Me and Nick were just like, oh my God, this was so good. And my kids just kept like chowing down on pineapple. So it was honestly a hit all around. All around the next day. This day I was like, I don't know. It just seems like it's missing something. I think that there was no lime in this recipe. And also the oranges like just seemed kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know. The oranges like, they were kind of like reddish on the inside. I don't know. It was very odd. They still smelled like oranges and tasted like oranges. But I don't know if like that was also went with the problem, you know? I don't really know. But you have like some kind of like slow cooker, like Hispanic pork or Mexican specifically, let me know. Or even if it's not slow cooker, honestly, even if it's like a 50-step process in the oven overnight recipe you really like. Because I worked at this like used furniture store, and it was basically just me and this like one guy, and we just like were like basically besties because he fed me, and that's all you really takes to be my best friend. And he was Mexican, and he like introduced me to Mexican food basically. And he at one point, I don't know, I don't have the thing anymore, but he gave me the recipe for his like pork. And let me tell you, we were invited over to like Christmas one time, and him and his like girlfriend cooked, and oh my God, was it the best food I ever had in my whole entire life. But it was like a 30,000 step process. And I remember at the ripe age of like 18, 19, I was like absolutely never going to do this, but I still wrote it down. But I was like, it's just a long process. It was like, do it the day before. You got to stab it and like shove things in it. And like, now I wish I had the recipe because I cannot find anything like it on the internet. So if you have any recipes like that, feel free to send them over because I want that in my life. TBH. Also, if you have like a really good Mexican rice recipe you like, because the one that I made, again, it was just lacking something. So let me know because I would really, really love it. So, because also my kids love rice. So they ate the rice that I made, but it still wasn't it wasn't great. Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't what I needed. So that's everything for this week. I think it turned out really, really cute. I love this font. Again, it is font 10 from Hannah. Also have a coupon code that's always down below for her. This kit is fabulous. I think that the Lavender Hollow is just the vibe, the move, the everything for this set. And also, I don't know if you noticed, but my planner is like more set up, but I'm going to be doing like a whole video on setting up this planner as well as setting up my last year's last half planner, because I never really did that. So that'll be coming up within the next couple of weeks as well. So that'll be really fun and so exciting for you. Maybe, maybe not. Who actually knows? Yeah. Other than that, I hope that you're having a great day, a great week, because I am, and I just hope that you are as well. And, you know, give me a like, please, if you would, and subscribe if you're not already. Otherwise, if you made it to this point in the video, I appreciate you. Leave me a little, like, some kind of raining, umbrella, boots emoji down below, and I will talk to y'all in my next one. Bye!